Hi, it's 2025 and I feel like we need a little change. As you can see in the title, we're gonna make our room makeover. We're gonna make it into my studio. My studio that I made with my own efforts, with my own independence, own budget. Because this room is... Let's start from the beginning. This room was made for my aunt. My aunt used to live here. She then moved on. She saved up and bought a place for herself. Now this room was then a guest room. But then we don't welcome guests that much, so it's basically useless. I'm okay with that. At least I get to have a room for myself. But then I was wrong. This room is just not working for me, and you'll see why. Here it goes. As you can see, the clutter is just cluttering. It's worse than a garage because I can only use like a foot of space in this room. Everything has everything. But this beanbag is different. I made this and I'm proud of that. But unfortunately, it still adds to the clutter. I need change. So we're gonna have a plan. Brought to you by Milanote. This is not sponsored, but hey, Milanote, I'm free. But I don't think they will because I'm not that famous. But anyway, here is it, the plan. The plan is to maintain the original paint that this room has. And this orange color is the tiles because that are the things that I cannot change in this room. I don't have the money to change them. But it's fine. The color works well. And then what do I want? I want a minimalist but fun area. Minimalist in sense of I can still see food area and can move around. It's just not too much for the eye and still fun because there's color. It's not bland. Usage of the room. The room is for sewing room, like a storage for the things that I sell, and then I'm gonna use this room to film. You're gonna see me here every day. Well, not every day, but every time I post. Like an art room, this is gonna also be my art room. Everything that I own that is art related is gonna be transferred into here because my bedroom is also starting to clutter and I don't want that to happen. I want to have this with a zero budget in mind. My budget is just 3,000. I know this looks much more cluttered. This is how functionable it could be. When you see before, see? I'm gonna buy a table. Actually, I bought it already. I told you I'm already halfway there. And it is expensive. This is my beanbag. This is my film area. I'm gonna put a curtain there. That's gonna be my backdrop. Additional light. I think I need a lot of light. And then my mannequin is gonna be here upwards in the ceiling. It took me a lot of effort to find a curtain rod with this design. I wanna have this, but this is out of budget right now. Of course, I didn't draw the flowers in here, but it's here. I actually don't want to use another curtain in the real window because it feels like it's too much fabric. Everything is fabric in here, fabric in here, fabric here, fabric here. Everything is fabric, so I feel like it's too much. But then again, what choice do I have left? Blinds. The blinds is my first choice. I can't find big enough and cheap enough. You think I can do that? Spoiler. I can. I'm halfway there. I have all the things that I need. So, better watch out. We're gonna have to clear out everything first. Everything here is not needed. whether I like it or not. And I don't. I want it to be done before my father got home. It's already 8:30. I feel guilty about making noise. And I did. I did make noise. I removed the door. I was... The bed could have fit if there's no headboard. Or if there's just a little sliver. Look, huh? This is how it was. The bed frame was already here. It's past the door frame. It's this one. I tried forcing it, but I can't. If it's just probably like a simple plank, I could have nudged it a little bit. But this is a bed frame. There's supports on the side, so I'm not Superman. Not to waste this day, let's remove the wallpaper. See? Oh, did I tell you? I have school tomorrow. I must wake up at 5 in the morning. And just like that, I have to cut up the whole headboard again. When I was cutting up this part, I forgot to leave the window open, so I was breathing everything. That's why I have a runny nose now. But now I have learned I should have been done with this very a while ago. But life is not that fair. I'm going to cut up this part now. To be fair, I was making sure to not change that much in this bed because after all, I don't own this. No one needs this. This should be thrown away now. I'll keep this bed. But this should go. I lost a lot of my life years for this moment. I want you to know, I started this project February 2. What is it today? March 6, March 7. Nah. I know this is rusty. I planned on buying a new one, but the funds is not there, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we have. I'm watching 2 Days, 1 Night. I recommend. I've been watching this for 4 years already. It's nice. This headboard, I'm going to use it as shelves because I need shelves. Hey. I have succeeded. Surprisingly enough. Well, the only difference is that I am watching while I was sewing, cutting up, chopping up wood. Before, it took me about 3 to 4 days. Now, I did this in 1.5 hour. I don't know, maybe I'm just slowly improving. Kidding. Okay, my father doesn't know that I'm chopping up this bed. He had a hunch because he saw, I don't know what he saw, done a lot for this room. I cannot just skip it and just, you know what? I think I'll just put everything back in just to the way it was before. I cannot do that. This is probably my 4th time moving this in. So please, let's go. I'm glad to report we have made it in. Let's get down to business. Okay, we're really gonna start the jump. Well, technically we did start already with the bed because I just showered. I feel like this is a bad idea to start because sawdust will be flying everywhere. You see that mark there? That's where I'm going to drill things. I was actually hesitant to drill there because I'm not sure if that was wood or metal. Thankfully, it is a wood. I don't have to relocate. I don't know what to do. It's not my first time drilling into things, but it's my first time drilling into the house. The stud is this way, so I'm guessing I should put the holes this way. That's done. What's happening? Hello? Is it possible that I broke it? The drill is broken and I won't be stopped by that. We're gonna have to do it the traditional way. Nails and hammer. To be fair, this is way less scarier than this one. It's less likely that I'm gonna impale myself. It must be done. I'm going to put the curtain rods now. To be fair, this is probably older than me. Thank you for its service. I would prefer it this way. The only thing is I can only use the nail that we already have, and it's like this. And for some odd reason, I found out that the holes that I made didn't match each other. So the curtain rod cannot be aligned. I don't know how that happened. Actually, I know. I was the only one holding the rod when I was marking the thing. So of course, that was my fault. So I had to cover it up. Hi, surprise! We're in the end of the video and we're still not done. We're halfway there. But as you can see earlier, we have to pause this thing because the drill is not working. The vibes, the universe is not cooperating with me. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. I didn't even plan to put this on already without fixing the holes that I'm gonna make. Because, of course, when that happens, there's going to be a lot of dust. And I don't want to have dust in here, but for the sake of, you know, like, the shots, the final shots, I had to do this. Now that I have placed the layout here, it does feel empty. I haven't told you this part yet, but yeah, I already bought the curtain rods. I received it, I opened it, and I even tried it just like positioning, but it's kind of hard because after all, I'm just one person. That is also the main problem why the holes are not aligned. My effort again went to waste. Okay, let's move on to that. I wanted to say that let's move on to the good parts, but I can't think of anything. Oh, the desk. I won't show you how I got this desk. You're gonna have to wait for the next video because this video is too long already. But you saw it, so it's there. Remember my plan to connect this area with this big area? Now that it's laid out, I think it's too cramped now because all the big furnitures are in here. But again, since I haven't put the things that are important yet, maybe it's gonna be fine after all. Or we can just push this table for a bit more. As you can tell, there's a lot of cliffhangers for this ending. I'm sorry. I also hate part 2s, but it's just the way it is. Because let me tell you, I started February. It's April right now. It's just problems and problems and problems. But if you really think about it, without the problems, I'll be done for like 2 to 3 weeks. But life happens. It happened to me. Bye.